Fitch, a leading provider of credit ratings and research, has upgraded Nigeria's long-term foreign currency issuer default rating IDR from B- to B with a stable outlook. This upgrade reflects increased confidence in the government's commitment to policy reforms implemented since June 2023. Some of the reforms are allowing market forces to determine exchange rates, raising policy rates to combat inflation, reducing reliance on printing money to finance deficits, and removing fuel subsidies. Well, according to the ratings, the reforms have improved policy coherence and credibility and reduced economic distortions and short-term risks to macroeconomic stability. Fitch expects Nigeria's current macroeconomic stance to support a gradual decline in inflation and enhance the functionality of the foreign exchange market. Well, joining us to discuss these recent ratings from B- to B, which shows the country's credit outlook is stable, is Mukhtar Mohammed, a financial expert / investment banker. Mohammed, Mukhtar, glad to have you join us on Newsnight. Well, Fitch ratings upgrades Nigeria's outlook from negative to stable, but Nigeria's long-term foreign policy rating remains at B. What does this even mean or imply?
Well, first and foremost, it's good news to Nigeria if a credit rating agency like Fitch is rating you high. But again, we mustn't forget that some 2 days ago, JP Morgan have really said Nigeria is a high risk for investment, especially for investors. So now with Fitch coming out with this, it seems to make that Nigerian economy a little bit happy to hear that after getting that from JP Morgan some weeks ago. I think it was sometime last week. So it's good, and it's all about reform. And again, if you look at that report critically, it's not just saying that everything is well. If you look at the report, it still has its challenges that it thinks Nigeria is going to face during this throughout 2025, especially the low oil price. We're already facing that from a benchmark of $75 per barrel. Today, the oil price is about $60 per barrel. So definitely exchange rate volatility is still there. Even if you say we will maintain relative stability, budget benchmark is about 1,500. And today the official is about 1,602. So for them to come out and say, okay, it seems that you're stable, I think is a good rating going forward. That is coming at this time where we have those tariff crises, we have Nigerian economic being affected by external forces, and one of those external forces is the price of crude. And they said there were expectation on the increase in oil output, but again, just today we heard that our output was down by margin about 4%. So it's in as much as that report gives us room to be excited, also it creates rooms that we need to do a lot if we want to maintain stability going forward in the long term.
All right. Yeah, because you've even talked about challenges and the fact that JP Morgan is on this side and Fitch is, hello, are you still there? Mukhtar is on this side. All right.
Yes, I can hear you.
It says, because let's break down some of these not too good sides. It says the president reforms has improved macroeconomic credibility, reduced distortions, enhanced resilience to shocks. What does this even mean, Mukhtar? And how does it affect the Nigerian on the street, the market woman, the manufacturer, and the entrepreneur who have to still spend so much to get dollars? You talked about that.
I think one thing we must understand, and I've said it over and over, is that the orthodox method of managing our economy, whereby the CBN has gone to, is not really bringing the value, especially to the ordinary man on the street. Because you're talking about reduction, you're talking about orthodox hiking interest rate, reduction of liquidity in the system, floating of the naira, like you rightly pointed out there, has also have a negative impact on the average Nigeria.